Welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. So, recently I bought some new stuff. Namely, I bought a new Steam controller. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to play around with it yet. It arrived today. Um, and actually, I think I ordered it on Thursday of last week. Today's Monday. So I think I ordered it Thursday or Friday, something like that. Um, yeah, so it's pretty good. This my stuff came pretty fast because I know people have ordered stuff. I ordered all the stuff on Amazon, and I know other people have ordered stuff, and it's taken them a lot longer to get their stuff. But typically, you get stuff from Amazon pretty fast, as far as I'm aware. But I haven't ordered a whole lot from Amazon, but I have ordered them from them before, and I think it came within at least a reasonable amount of time. But yeah, so the Steam controller, I mean, I like it. It's kind of weird getting used to, like, just because like the layout's different, and you have to remember, okay, I need to reach to this part of the controller, not a different part. But I mean, it's not that bad. Like, I think I'm capable of, you know, using a differently laid out controller. The only controller I've ever really had a problem with was, I think it was the PlayStation 2. It was one of the PlayStations. I think it was two, either two or one. But it was whatever one Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortez came out. Because I went to someone's house and I was playing the game and loved it. I mean, it's a great game. But yeah, like I was playing the level um, where you're in a castle and the dragon chases you, and I could get to that point where the dragon chases you, but that part was so hard. I died so much because the controls were so bleeding hard. So I mean, I told my parents I liked the game, and so they bought me it for Christmas for a GameCube, and it was so much easier using a GameCube controller. Um, yeah, I had such a better time doing that. It was, like the difference was so incredible. And I hate the PlayStation controller. I don't know if the new PlayStation 4 controller is any better, but honestly, I probably couldn't use that either. Any controller, fine, but hate the PlayStation controller so much. I have no idea how people can use it, but there's things I definitely that are easier about the Steam controller and things that will take some getting used to. But I tested it out. I was playing Zombie Shooter 2, and there's no configs for that, so I set up my own, and that was pretty fun. It worked pretty well, and I'll see what other games I can test it out with. But yeah, I think it was definitely a good buy, especially since my old Xbox controller was basically crap. Like the thumbstick would get stuck and everything. It was a whole thing. I do have some disappointments with the Steam controller, but that's more of like the software of setting up the configs. There's things I wish you could do that you can't, but overall it's really good. I also bought new Bluetooth. That was a dumb mispronunciation. No. New Bluetooth headphones, which I should have bought before, because actually not that long ago I bought these over the head. Those kind of broke. The reason I did buy those instead of Bluetooth was, one, I didn't want to worry about having to charge and battery and that kind of stuff, and two, I wanted something with a microphone built in, and I guess that's mainly it actually. But yeah, I just got so sick of them. Like over the head, I find so uncomfortable, and I hate being attached by a cord. Yeah, and they also broke a little bit. Like they still work. It's just like the piece where the actual what's it called? Like the headphone, like the actual part that goes on your ear, but that goes to the band that goes over your head. That the connection, it broke, so it's like there's kind of like a joint there, if you please, and it's like out of the, or not a joint, a socket, and it's out of the socket, and it won't go back in. So it still works. It's just really not good. So it's been broken for a little bit, so I figured, yeah, enough's enough. I'm going to replace it. I'm going to get Bluetooth headphones this time. And I also bought a separate microphone, which I'm using now. And yeah, the microphone seems to be really good. Like before, because the microphone on the headset didn't really pick stuff up that well. But yeah, so I had on my computer, it was set, the recording volume was really high, And then I wasn't like the microphone I bought. I let someone else use it first, um, and they had the volume on this setup really high on the actual microphone itself. So when I plugged it in and started using it, I was just giving it a test. It could pick up my voice from so far away. Like it was, I mean, it was like needlessly far away. Like it didn't even have to be on my desk. It could be, just put. And I even put it, and actually, because the cord reaches really far. Like because it looks like a short cord, but it reaches a lot further than I would have expected. But like I could put it on like I don't know. Let's see, like 2 arms length away, give or take, and then turn it around in the other direction so it was facing away from me, and it still picked up my voice like I was, pretty close to it. But the thing about that is it picked up background noise really badly. Um, so and there's that annoying little. I don't know if it's really a bug. It was just an issue with the config that was set up with No Man's Sky added native Steam controller support. They just the way they set it up, it didn't work for trying to zoom in. But yeah, like my microphone picked up the backroom noise or the background noise pretty heavily. Although to be fair, like in the computer settings, you could turn on noise suppression, and I just never did that. So turning that on does help. But I turned the volume like way down, the recording volume, which I think was probably a good idea. But something I learned too, like there's so much more better, or there's a lot more better options for buying stuff in America. Because what happened was when I went on the Amazon site, I accidentally went to .com. Not my fault because I googled Amazon. The link that Google gave me took me to .com, and then Amazon never told me that I was on .com and I should go to CA. Like a lot of sites, if you Google them, when you're in Canada, it will either take you to the Canadian site or you'll go to the American site, and that'll redirect you to the Canadian site. So I didn't know, but basically, like, I was looking at all kinds of options, and there was better options that just aren't available in Canada at all. Like, and I would have been willing to pay a little extra money for them, right? Like, because obviously, the exchange rate, and obviously, it's more expensive to get it to Canada. But yeah, like just they're not available, and there's nothing comparable available in Canada, right? Um, so that wasn't doable. Wasn't able to buy exactly what I wanted. But what I did get, I think, is really good. So no complaints. It just meant I had to like it was a lot harder finding what I wanted. Um, that was available in Canada. So we got a lot of new trailers recently, which for like Thor Ragnarok and Justice League and kinds of different stuff, and there's also like Disney keeps releasing little clips of the new Spider-Man movie, which I love. I think it's going to look great. People are unwaveringly, what's the word? I want to say disappointed, but that just sounds so stupid because it's not even out yet. Although that's what it is. They're disappointed with the show, even though it's not even out yet. And it's like, my goodness, it looks awesome. Why can't you just, like give it a chance? It looks funny. I don't know, like it looks Spider-Man-y. Like, what more do you want? You know? We got a new Thor Ragnarok trailer and a new Justice League trailer also. I'm excited for both. Mainly the Thor Ragnarok trailer confirmed we're getting Team Thor, which we basically already knew, but I was worried, like, what if the characters don't carry through the entire film, right? So, like, what if he's only with Hulk for part of the film, and then he moves on? Although, I mean, I guess that was always unlikely. I think this is going to be true of Doctor Strange, though, right? Assumably, Doctor Strange is going to stay on Earth and only stay in for the Earth parts of the movie. But, yeah, so Team Thor is going to be Thor, Hulk, Valkyrie, and Loki. Pretty cool team. Like, I'm pretty excited for the team up. And, I mean, I love team ups, and I did really want Team Thor. Like, because he goes to Australia, he makes Team Thor with Daryl. But it's not a very good team because, they have the ability to, to dry food and to vacuum, to send emails, and to do accounting or whatever it is Daryl does. I don't know. Not a very, I mean, Daryl, solid, dependable, but not really a superhero, right? But yeah, no, I mean, they're going in a really, a more like sort of like a comical, casual direction, and whereas in some of the other movies Thor's been really serious, I kind of do see Thor as someone who like is serious, but also who is kind of casual, who kind of he's a warrior, he enjoys war, he's not going to be uptight and soldiery and going war is hell. He's going to be like, oh no, war is fun, love it, and he's going to have that camaraderie with Hulk and that rivalry of trying to best him and that kind of stuff, you know. And Thor and Hulk are very similar because Hulk is just a big rage machine and who just destroys stuff and smashes stuff and because he gets angry, and Thor is someone who just does that for fun because he thinks it's really good fun. So I think it's a good direction to go to. I know people won't like it because they want the MCU to go super grim dark and everything, and they were like, oh, why wasn't Spider-Man dark? Because it's bloody Spider-Man. That's why. Every Justice League trailer we get, I get more and more excited for it. There's not much to say about it besides that it looks good. I did like the bit with Flash, the line they gave Flash in the trailer, like, oh, it seems super cool that you guys are ready to do battle, but I've never really done battle before. I just knocked a few people over and ran away. The one line I thought was pretty good in the trailer was, I think it was Alfred, I don't remember, but I think it was Alfred, said, I don't recognize the world anymore, and I feel like that would probably resonate with people who don't recognize a DCCU. But in all the comments, right? Like if you go to like a Marvel trailer, the comments are like, "Low, DC sucks, Marvel's the best, low, 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 low," and then like on the DC comments, it'll be like Marvel tards can't accept that DCCU is crushing the MCU, lol, and it's like, why can't you people just be happy and enjoy life and enjoy good movies, right? If the movie's good, enjoy it. Why would you limit yourself to one company? Oh yeah, I was using the amber filter, but now this is the classic filter. Look at that. Come on, that's amazing. We've also got more trailer or another trailer for the Inhumans, which people are skeptical about. I guess there's some merit to that. I think people are overly critical of it. Again, considering it hasn't come out, I think give it a chance. It might not be great, but it should be good. I would honestly rather something with maybe just the regular, everyday Inhumans and not the elitist royal family Inhumans, but whatever. People are obviously going to be more excited for Punisher. People are at least really excited for that, and also, I think people are at least somewhat excited for Defenders, but I think most people, including myself, are probably more excited for Punisher than Defenders. Which there is a trailer for, but we had to go to the thing, I don't know, the SCDC, or I don't know what it's called, the SDDC or the SCC, I don't know, some kind of, maybe it was the SDCC, some kind of thing. People know what I'm talking about. They're probably screaming like how do you not know what this is? I don't know. I don't know. But I will. Can't wait to see that trailer. I think Defenders is coming out really soon, I think 13 or something of August. So it's pretty soon. Excited for that, and I'd like seeing team ups. But I'm really holding out for the Punisher. But I can't wait, because a lot of the Netflix sort of shows that I really like that are new and ongoing, don't have any new stuff, and they're finally going to be adding all of that at about the same time. And can't wait for that. I don't know. At least I do have other stuff to watch. Actually something from Amazon that someone ordered for me to watch is some Three's Company, which is a really old TV show. They ordered the first season previously for me to watch, but now they've ordered all the seasons, and that'll be fun watching. I'll enjoy that. I like a lot of those old sitcoms. I do enjoy them quite a bit. Some of those old sitcoms from the 70s and the 50s, and I think they're really good. And I do like new sitcoms, but I don't even think there's as many new sitcoms, let alone as many good ones. And for new stuff, I kind of like cartoons a bit more as well. I really like Bob's Burgers. I don't think there's a relatively new, came out in the last, 5 years, let's say, sitcom as good as Bob's Burgers that I know of and that I would watch. That's just my opinion, and I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of traditional TV, or any traditional TV anymore. So it's very possible I'm just not really up on it anymore. Anyways, end of the video, so if you liked, please give it a like, and please have a great rest of your day.